Day 178. Oh, it's getting closer and closer. Hey there, welcome guys to more of This is the Police. Shows that study racism is a disease. Yeah, I'd agree with that a bit. Tragedy on the advertising set, spotlight collapse, director killed. What do they say about breaking a leg? Suburbs host Asian Cultural Festival. That's nice. I'm not looking forward to this. Well, hopefully it'll change, but who knows. Let's just go to work. Okay. Sterling didn't come to work today. Okay. Drebin, you also too tired. Nah, you're okay, man. Got tickets for this. No, you're okay, Hunter. Everyone's fine. So let's go ahead and do this. Maybe Simpson and Wuggles will be taking care of the arrest if it's needed. Let's go. Spiders and flies? Actually, I wanted Billabong. My share. Jeez. Vandalism at Fleet Street. As lawyer Paul Hergs exited his car, he noticed some menacing guys painting a swastika on the parking lot. Looks like one of the guys had a gun in his belt. Mr. Hergs added, "If you arrest them, give them my number. I'd be happy to represent them." Stupid. Okay. B shift, Sterling, fire. Didn't show up for your first day. Like literally your first day. And Drebin also fired, came to work drunk. Everyone else is good. So B shift needs another cop. Rocha. Drug use, Freeburg High School. Literature teacher Mrs. Gunderson noticed traces of white powder on the backpack of some of their senior students. All of them are taking drugs and coming to class stoned. What is happening to our youth? Are you sure it's just not chalk? I mean, are you sure it's just not chalk? Alright, today the city is hosting a half marathon and police will need to represent and provide support. Beardsley, male, there you go. That works. Although it should have been, I guess, Yildirimir, or Yildirim. His energy is super low. Armed robbery at the riverbank. A truck rammed into a bank. A man carrying a gun jumped down, demanded the truck be filled with cash. There you go. That looks like enough people. Proceed. You guys are fine? Maybe you're not fine. Ouch. Assault at the Wise Dragon restaurant. Mrs. Ferguson walked into a restaurant and asked for some water to wash down her anxiety belt. Muggins rudely refused to help. Everyone has to pay, lady. Mrs. Ferguson grew enraged and grabbed the girl by the hair. "I'll teach you to respect your elders, you little shit." There you go. That's a shame. 1111. Drug use, trace of white powder on the backpack of just normal chalk dust from the blackboard. Yeah, see, knew it. Employees and bank patrons are throwing packets of money into the truck. A man with a gun is directing them. Fill up the truck or everyone dies. Aim at the robber. The robber opens his jacket, showing that he's got dynamite strapped to his chest. "I'll blow everyone to hell unless you get out of the way." Shoot the robber in the head. Throw stun grenades. Shoot the robber in the head. There you go. Just be done with it as quickly as possible. Assault report, everything taken care of, good to go. 412 in progress. Let's see. ghetto, or firefight the ghettos. A terrified Miss Mosley called to report that she heard gunshots on the floor of her building. When I heard the shots, I looked through the peephole and saw several men shooting at each other, and I immediately fell to the floor and crawled over to the phone. That's bad. Okay, assault with an offensive weapon. Residential area, Joseph Hopper met his neighbor Sharon Roberts while she was walking Dee Dee, her chihuahua. He grabbed her by the hair and began to shout and berate her. He claimed she's gotten the smell of skunk all around the house, and her staircase is filthy. He repeatedly struck the girl and then grabbed the dog and cut its throat with a large hunting knife. A young man passing by stood up for the terrified woman, and a fight has broken out. What the fuck? That is messed up. Rape at the University of Freiburg. Help, Mr. Zambezi raped me. This desperate call was followed by a terrified woman's scream from inside a closed auditorium. The police were called by some students who were getting ready for their philosophy lecture. This does not sound like a real thing to me. This feels like someone's trying to get out of a class that they did not study for.
1311 in progress.
Ooh, we don't have enough people.
411 in progress.
Don't have enough people.
511.
Firefight report. Taken care of.
611.
Rape report. Turns out that no one touched the girl. She was unhappy with the grade her philosophy teacher gave her and decided to teach him a lesson of her own. When the professor entered the auditorium, she quietly closed the door and began to scream.
412.
Jeez. Some people.
710 in progress.
Yeah, suicide threat Desire Park. About 15 congregated at the church of the 13th coming have gathered in the park, covering themselves in gasoline and preparing for a mass self-immolation to assist in the Lord's return, that he may punish all the sinners. Can't do it?
411.
I can't even deal with the counterfeiting of the port warehouse.
1311.
I ran out of people. Jeez, man. Things just sort of like snowballed. Hostage situation with a fatal casualty. 4 men armed to the teeth broke into the casino and demanded all the cash. Some visitors thought it was all part of a big show and with smiles on their face tried to get closer to the performance. Robbers didn't take kindly to all the attention and opened fire on the crowd. Well, shoot. Not good.
911 in progress.
Theft to Desire Park. Passerby noticed a burly man pulling up a park bench and urns and loading them into the truck. It was night, so I asked him what he was doing, and he just said the city was doing an inventory of its property. That's quite the bold-faced lie. Do 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 do.
215 in progress.
See, mass riot at Everyday Mall. Hundreds of Freiburg residents lined up for hours outside the mall in anticipating the annual Midnight Monster sale. When the store doors finally opened, the people rushed inside, smashing everything in their path. Men and women started tearing at each other's hair and gouging out eyes, fighting over irons, VCRs, and other products. Already dozens of victims, and the crowd is still going wild. Come stop the bloodshed, begged a guard named Leonard Rodriguez, straining to be heard over the angry mob. This is just stupid. We're okay.
710 911.
Yep. Good. Theft report taken care of. Good. Let's finish up this terrorist plot. Yeah, that looks to be about it. So, he goes in, finds an area, he pulls this out, he goes back out, he blows it up. Okay. Garrett Hall is crazy about donuts. Garrett Hall is scheduled for a custody hearing regarding who gets his son after his divorce. Garrett Hall is buying a new Cadillac. Hmm. I say he's crazy about donuts. I got my two best cops on board for this, so it should work out just fine. And if it's just the wrong place, then I got maybe a whole day to fix it. Mass riot. I got 3 cops. Send them your way. Offender caught. Hey! Fantastic. And we eliminate the gang. That's fantastic work. Alright. Nice. Now I just got this one last case. Got the backup rolling, so we're good on that. Mass riot. Taken care of. Good to go. We can also head home. Alright, the assault will happen at night. Make sure you arrange your forces wisely, then move in. Remember, there's no room for error. Oh, wow, we're kicking off. Okay. So then this is where I go ahead and take care of this. Recently we tried to replace the rusted out sewer gates at a ways off from the boat station. We sent in a young driver who panicked in the muddy water. He lost his tracks and nearly drowned. As for more couples, more experienced drivers, but nobody showed. Still waiting to hear back from them. Okay, so one is right here. Soldier and special diving equipment. Gotcha. I mean, there's no reason to go to the dock, so it's probably just these 2 guys together. Aaron Jensen, the main entrance of the City Hall's real thoroughfare. Terrorists could walk through there like nothing. I kept telling them, give me an experienced military force, preferably with large caliber rifles, but nobody paid attention. I've served in the state for many years, digging in the muck every time a pipe breaks. City Hall's always trying to save a buck, but they paid me well while it lasted, but then some shady repair firm came in and swallowed up all the government contracts. Always suspected Mayor Rogers was getting kickbacks or I was out on the street, but I had all my old knowledge. Hell, I can even give you a tour of the city's utility systems. For example, but no one knows that if you go down a certain manhole, you can find a wobbly wall and break through it, and you're right under City Hall in the cellar with the archives. Is it that manhole right there? Number 5? So then breacher, and then if I get an assaulter right there, something of that nature. They brought me in as an outside contractor when the court roof started leaking. City Hall offered us a lot of money to do the job quickly and thoroughly, but then they only paid us half what they promised. I remember it like yesterday. I was standing on the roof of the courthouse just before we finished the job. I glanced up at the mayor's office, thinking I could put a couple bullets in that greedy asshole. Let's see. So, are we talking about number 4 right here? Or are we talking about up there or down there? Because it doesn't seem like it's there. During the last months, I worked there. Roger threw a tantrum. Let's see. Threw a tantrum about the window cleaners parking his hoist right outside the office. He acted like he was having a heart attack. Still remember him yelling, "What if we had a weapon? I'd be a sitting duck, and nobody else goes up on the roof without my written permission." He was about to move his office to another wing of the building, but he changed his mind because he liked seeing the courthouse out of his window. Why would he want to be staring at the courthouse? Who knows where he really belongs? It's the asylum. So, number 11, right there. Oh, wait, that's the courthouse. So, Let's see. Former pond. I remember one time I brought some friends to go fishing in the pond. We sat down at the boat station, drank tequila, and dropped some lines in the water. Mine snagged on something in the bottom. I dove in, found a hook. It was caught in a collapsed sewer drain gate. So, yeah. Ghost Hunter. Ghost Hunter is just stupid. I mean, look at it. It's just like, I don't get it. Why aren't the police doing anything? Enormous burst of negative metaphysical energy is channeled through the St. John Cathedral. Soon the Antichrist will be born, arise through the roof and from the whole city. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Former judge. When I first started working as a clerk for Judge Peters, candidate for governor, came to the city during a campaign to give a speech on the steps of City Hall. He was a vile man, and I wasn't the only one who thought so. On the roof of the courthouse, a lone gunman armed with a rifle fired at the candidate as he was climbing the stairs, but missed. The candidate's bodyguard immediately closed in. The lone gunner committed suicide. Since then, I always say, if you're going to take an important shot, bring a partner in case the first guy misses. So, 2 guys right there. Cook. Several months, the mayor made a big stink about our staff not telling him we were going to wash his windows. He got so wound up he nearly pulled our license. Remember, after it happening, I had to personally go down to City Hall and apologize. A local caretaker, a very nice woman named Angela, joked that my man scared Roger so bad he started splitting his work between 2 adjoining offices. Now we'll need 2 window washes if we want to take him out. Haha. So, right there as well. And I wonder if you would just need that. Alright, I swept the City Hall courtyard every morning, and when I pass by the phone booth, I see something I can't believe. A couple of young male clerks have picked the spot behind the racks as their special little quiet place. Not for having morning coffee, no, they go there to lick each other. In the other country, if they get sent to cut timber in the tundra for that. But for some stupid reason, they're treated everyone here like children. It makes me want to break the glass from my broom and jump through the window and stomp their bones. And no one would notice either. That part of the building is always closed for renovation. So, I'm guessing right there, number 12. Former sniper. I wasn't going to kill anyone after I left the army. I felt like I had a hole in my heart. I couldn't keep my head straight, so I went up on the roof tops with an old rifle, looked for good and bad positions, imagining what I would do if the city was attacked. And I remember my youth in the military. You see, the day I was arrested, some student wearing glasses saw me and called the police. Didn't understand what I was doing. I wasn't there to hurt anyone, just to get a good view of the area. I found a nice place, but it was only good for a general overview. You could put a man there if you had a whole team. We could... let's see... Up the rooftop. View of the area. Found a nice place, but it was only good for a general overview. I could only put a man there if you had a whole team, but a lone gunman would do better on the roof of the church or the courthouse. Depending on who they're targeting, but who would listen to me? They only said I was crazy, bloodthirsty killer. So, perhaps just 1 guy at the cathedral and then 2 at the courthouse. The months of internship was a lot of fun. The other guys and me were constantly running out the back entrance on smoke breaks, but after we got caught, the door was nailed shut. After that, we started using the corridor like a warehouse. Past few years have been a lot of tension in the mayor's office. They got so paranoid that they fired me after I forgot to use both locks on the back door. Trouble is, there's no security guards back there. They put them all at the main entrance of the metal detectors, while all the important people use the back door for convenience. It's a very large, heavy door, highly fortified, but you could take it down if you had the right tools. From there, you could access the entire building. Okay, so... guessing number 3 would be Breacher. If I did something like this, would that... I feel like that would be something that would be needed right there. Firstly, I don't think our gallery building is a jewel of the city, but not everyone shares my feeling. The other day, the mayor Rogers people, they brought in a huge amount of building materials and hoisted them up on the roof. Now it's impossible to get up there. I called Rogers personally, but the mayor said that while the gallery is living off money from the city, don't have a say in the matter. The building materials are for the mayor's nephew, a student architect. He wanted to build some sort of observation deck right on the roof of the gallery, which you can look into the future of the modern art. Nah, there's no need for that. Psychologist. A roof of City Hall. Senior groundskeeper. I want to say that this is the way it's got to be, so we will give it a shot. We'll see how well it goes. I guess this will be it. Let's see. Stuart Rogers was shot during the assault. Wow. Okay, so I guess I got it. Although I lost a lot of good people. Mr. Boyd, I will not bore you with praise. You know full well how fine a job you've done. I'd rather take advantage of this opportunity, so we rarely write letters. To touch upon what you've never dared speak of in person, Miss Lana Berman, I know that what I did must have hurt you. I once told you that I feel no pleasure in the sufferings of others, and I was not lying. So please, do not imagine I am prone to vile whims, or would ever attack you. So personally, you know why I had to do it. I imagine that's why you never brought it up. I understand that this morning Kevin Paulson is taking your place. Fuck. I already have a plan to get rid of him. Good. But tomorrow you'll have to look on in silence as he mismanages the police department. I imagine this will be unpleasant for you, but your torment will be short-lived. By day's end, I'll send you a note describing how we are to proceed. Somehow, I don't feel that it's actually going to be the case. Day 179. I guess this one will be a little bit longer, but we'll see. Freeburg police stormed City Hall. Stuart Rogers killed in shootout. Mayor Rogers resisting arrest, killed in armed standoff. Freeburg coup d'état. Oh no.
Hey, Jack! You mind if I take Stet's office? Your office seemed a little ratty. No offense, Jack. Jack, I don't mind the broken nose, Jack. I know you were just upset. Hey, Jack, talk to me. Jack! Jack!
Oh no. Should have cracked him in the nose again. Look at this. Seems to be a rather slow day. Only a few problems within the city. There you go. Hmm. Things seem to be going rather smoothly here. It's actually rather good. I see a detective case going. This is just like what's gonna happen. But quite a few detective cases. I just wonder though, all throughout this, if I'm gonna get double crossed. I really feel like I am, man. I didn't want to get double crossed before, but I don't feel like anyone's gonna hold their end of the bargain, and I honestly feel that I should have been able to arrest him, but I never got to see him again. I'm sure that's how he wanted it. I like the music though, it's really nice. Nice and calming. I wish I had... I think that was actually the no good music. Oh, here we go. Mr. Boyd, ever since we first met, you have filled my mind with questions. Will we ever have a meeting of the minds? I doubt you share many of my ideals, but I never doubt your intellect, and by now I have little doubt that you, an intelligent man, have already figured out that I can't possibly keep all my promises. Ah, fuck. Your time is up, Mr. Boyd. Even as mine is just beginning, I suppose it would be unpleasant if, come tomorrow, security ejects you from the building. We are better men than that. I ask that you be gone from the police station by dawn. As for the other part of the deal, not to worry. I wouldn't let you leave empty-handed. In this bag, you'll find enough money to last you the rest of your life. Is it a bomb? It feels like a bomb. $1. Wow. Oh, that's... fucker. Jeez. Alright, so Deputy Police Chief Martinstedt found dead, mutilated. Freeburg Prosecutor Shia Broom dies of heart attack. Freeburg winter the coldest in 60 years. That says a lot for a man my age. Damn. I'm glad I took care of stuff myself. Drank a whole bottle.
How can I help you, sir?
I just want to go in.
Excuse me, sir. Only members are allowed into the club.
Don't I look like a member of the club?
I'm sorry, sir, but the club is not accepting new members at this time.
What are you, brand new here? I'm an old member of the club. I've been a member for 30 fucking years.
I'm sorry, sir, but I think you've made a mistake. Have a good evening.
Jeez.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
Dang.
13,
That's how it ends, man.
15, 16,
God, still get double crossed either way, man, but
19,
it all depends on your vices and what you want to do.
21, 22,
But damn, isn't that a good
24,
game?
25, 26,
You just hear him just count it out.
28, 29, 30,
Yeah,
31.
really good game, man. I'm surprised though that I actually nailed the assault team that time around. Tried it the other time before, and it took so many times to actually do it. And just the music just plays, man. It's good music. Here's all the other music in this showcase. But yeah, I mean, I honestly, I don't know what else to say, but it's just like, with this type of game though, always at the end, it's the type of game where you do everything right and you'll still end up losing. And you know, there needs to actually be more games kind of like that. It's a good feeling, because you know, it just still has that sort of mentality of where you do everything you can and it's like your character loses out, but it's not just like your character dies for no good reason. It still has its own merits in what it's doing. I wonder though, like with the whole thing, since the whole $500,000 thing, if you didn't get $500,000 in this game, what would happen then? Like, would things go even worse? I mean, it just has me curious. But yeah, just the game itself, man, it's awesome. Yeah. I guess these might be all their backers that they have. But yeah, God, I don't know what else to say. I mean, I really don't. It's just like every single time though, every single time I play this, you get that exact same emotion of just being like pissed off or annoyed. And they never, this time around, they never told me that Kevin Poulsen was going to be fully taking over. And that's what I wanted to know. That's what I really wanted to know. At that moment when he's talked to him though, he should have just like cracked him in the nose again one more time. It would have been the best. Yeah, this, after playing this, I definitely am looking forward to actually playing This Is the Police 2 to see how it goes. I wonder if it's going to take like the exact same tone and like the exact same sort of ending of this. And hopefully then they don't, because then it would be very predictable. But I'm going to find out myself, and I'm going to look forward to that. Yeah, I'm glad at this game. I like this game. And there's like a couple moments that are not that good. Mainly when it comes to like the third stage and where everything just goes to shit and you don't have a deputy to take over and you're just trying your best. So you're pretty much hoping that the randomization of who's not coming to work, who's drunk and all that stuff, like your best workers aren't that, so you could keep them. But I wish there was still like a deputy there other than the other deputy, and there's someone that could help with both energy and other things. But yeah, I was curious too about not helping out that deputy to see what would happen, and that was something that was pretty interesting. It definitely takes some pretty good elements, and I really like it. Although a couple times you have to do some scum saving. But yeah, This Is the Police. And after this, of course, they have like a sandbox mode and comics if you feel like reading the comic for this. You know, do it on your own time, enjoy it, you know, enjoy the game itself, man. It's really good. But yeah, hey, thanks so much for anyone watching This Is the Police. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Have a good one, and see you later. Despite even losing though, I'm still happy with the way it turned out. I really am.